This is Jonathan Adler for the U.S. Nationalist Report and the California InfoWarrior Report. I'm here at Grand Park again on Christmas Day. I want to wish everybody a very happy and Merry Christmas. I hope you get all the presents you guys wanted. I've just been spending the day in Little Tokyo since a lot of stores and restaurants are closed here. I'm also in the business of promoting local small businesses, so I was talking to business owners in Little Tokyo about promoting their restaurants. It's a pretty productive day. It's a nice part of the Los Angeles. Now I'm back near City Hall. This morning I was helping homeless people. I'm going to try gifting some more homeless people tonight. So to me, that's the spirit of Christmas, is helping people out that are less fortunate and helping to bring our country back. So look around here. We have City Hall over here. It's a very beautiful view here with a very pretty Christmas tree. It's nice looking Christmas tree there. And I'm gonna walk around this park. I'm gonna find a couple deserving homeless people. I'm gonna gift them some money and some food. Bought some extra dessert. I want to gift some homeless Americans some money. Let me see what this costs. Hey, how much are one of these? Huh? $8? How about 5? It's got to be 8. All right, what are those? It's a bird. What do you call that? Huh?
Seahorse?
Seahorse? Okay. All right, think about it. What's that, a heart? That's cheaper? Okay. All right, maybe I'll come back later. How long are you going to be here?
Like 1 hour more.
Okay, 1 hour? All right, maybe we'll come back. Okay, so I'm going to walk up the park here. And very pretty light display here. And as you can see, we have a lot of our dreamer folks. I wasn't really interested in buying an item from that guy. I was just testing to find out if he was a foreign Latino, which he was. I'm not sure if he's illegal or not, but good chance he is. So like I said, that's a big problem here, that these foreign Latinos monopolize all the street vending businesses. It's a very simple business. A homeless veteran could do, a disabled American could do. But as I've said, the city helps to harass actual U.S. citizens that want to do street vending. There's been documented cases of that. And also the Latinos gang up on whites and blacks that try to do street vending. It's a bad form of organized crime, racketeering. So I do have a program called Vending for Veterans and Homeless. This is for U.S. citizens and legal immigrants. So the idea is twofold: to help homeless and veterans, poor people, to make some money, either full or part-time, in their own vending businesses. So I appreciate contributions, donations. I'll be using the money to set up deserving U.S. citizens in street vending businesses. so we can help them out. And the second reason, it helps to push out the illegals that are monopolizing the business. And as you know, when they're flooding Southern California, not making much money doing the vending, they cost a lot more money in the crime they commit and having their anchor babies and all the fraudulent benefits they get, all the EBT, free housing, healthcare, school. We got to put a stop to that, Americans. It's gotten totally out of hand. So we all have to make an effort to push the freeloaders out of the country. Like I said, nothing against Hispanics. Most of these people are Latino, though. They do monopolize the business. Obviously, legal Hispanic citizens have every right to do the street vending. I'd like to see some of those do that too. And there are some legal Hispanics that don't speak Spanish, so they shouldn't be harassed and penalized just because they don't speak Spanish. So I do appreciate members and awake American patriots contribute to this program. You can email me for more information at Jonathan, Jonathan, Adler, Adler, media, media, at mail.com, not Gmail, that's mail.com. Jonathan Adler Media at mail.com. Here you can see these cute little cats. We have these cute homeless cats here. I'm also going to try feeding some of these cats some Christmas fish. One of my clients in little Tokyo, had some dinner there with one of my clients, and I got some extra fish, and I'm going to try feeding some of the homeless cats because I do love animals. And as you know, a lot of hold on a second. Man, I mean, I'm looking at these people, and they're like all these Latinos are like all obese. I mean, almost all the women are grossly obese. It's very disturbing. I'm not trying to be mean, but we really need some quality control with letting people into the country. We need to let a lot more Eastern European people that like our culture. As I said, these people that are in such bad condition, like I just met some, like when I have to be careful with the homeless because if they're drug addicts or threatening, violent, there's quite a few of those here. I will admit that's an issue. I'm not going to help criminals out. Now, if they're nice people and they're just on hard times, then those are the people I find to help out. That's what an intelligent person does like me. We vet, we screen. You don't just randomly give out benefits to people that don't deserve it. So it's the same thing with letting immigrants in. Just like we need to screen immigrants, I screen people I'm going to help out. I help out people that deserve it. So that's what we all need to be doing. We need some basic morality in our society. As you know, the Luciferians, the corrupt billionaire oligarchs, hereditary oligarchs that are degenerates, like the DuPonts, Fords, Rockefellers, are basically psychopaths, and they're trying to pervert all our moral values. So we need to fight against that, restore our moral compass in society. Part of doing that is I get out here in the local neighborhoods and try to spread some morality and goodwill to our fellow people that are deserving. We don't want to reward people that are being evil and disrespecting other people. That's not how we do things. So what was I going to say? I was just talking about, the animals. We have these really cute little cats around here. And remember, a lot of the Chinese and Muslims don't respect animals. They use them as food in China, or they think they're dirty in the Muslim countries, and they even poison them in Europe. So we don't want those kind of people in this country. We have to be a lot more picky about who we're letting in here. And look, see this, guys? I mean, All you see are obese people. It's pretty disgusting. Really need some quality control here. And they're living off a lot of benefits that should be going to deserving people. So, okay, so I want to see if I can find some of these cats to feed and then find a couple deserving homeless people. Like I said, I don't just randomly help them out because there are people that are drug addicts or are criminally violent, and we don't want to reward people like that. Oh, yeah, and then what I was going to mention was I was looking for some homeless people to help out about a half hour earlier, but the guy I talked to couldn't even speak English. So, as I've said in other reports, that's a big problem that the deep state, the criminal element in the government is letting people into the country that are freeloading. A lot of these people don't even work, like some of these older homeless that are here. I mean, I feel bad for them, but we can't help every old, sick person in the world. That's what the globalists want because it'll totally bankrupt our middle working class people. And we have enough American people that need help. We can't afford to take all these other people. If some billionaire wants to take them into their house and take care of them, fine. But obviously they're not doing that. Madonna is telling people to take all the refugees, but she's not taking care of them in her mansions. So we don't need these hypocrites telling us what we should be doing in this country. We need people with common sense like me and you to bring some sanity back to our society. So I'm going to find a couple deserving homeless people that are polite, have good manners. Obviously, I can't do a full background check, but I do the best I can to find people that are deserving. I'm near the George Washington statue again, so maybe I'll try talking to people about the statue. So we got a couple Americans here, maybe I'll talk to them. Did you guys hear about the statue? They tore down the Christopher Columbus statue. You have any opinion? Yeah. You from the United States? I'm trying to get American opinion. You have any comment? No comment?
No,
Huh?
they shouldn't have done that.
Were you from Europe?
No, I'm from here. But
From
I
here? So how do you feel about that, sir?
feel terrible.
I'm a reporter. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Correct answer. Have a good Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't let them tear George Washington down. Tell the politicians not to. Thanks. Yeah, have a good night, sir. All right, so see, that's what you call a good immigrant. That's obviously the legal immigrant. Hey, buddy. It's a cute dog. It's a little corgi. Yeah, I love those little corgis. So that's a good sign, folks. See, when you get the legal, vetted immigrants like that man, they respect our values because they have to put a lot of work into moving to the United States. They take classes, history classes. So those are people that appreciate our culture. And you can see he gave a sensible answer that it's ridiculous to tear down an icon of our history, the Christopher Columbus statue. So that made me feel a little better tonight. I was a little depressed last night when I got some idiot Americans telling me that some young brainwashed American kid was telling me Christopher Columbus was shit. So that was sad to hear about that. I'm gonna get a drink of water here, guys. So remember, guys, this is a plan with these statues. It's not just one statue. You probably heard they're doing this all over the country. I mean, obviously the Confederate statues are a lot more controversial, like statues of Robert E. Lee. I mean, that's more controversial. Technically, that's Confederacy, so I don't consider that. I don't have as much of an issue with that because that represents a secession group from the United States. So it's not technically United States, that's Confederate States. So to me, but still, technically, I'd be against taking those statues down because they represent history. And my point is, the globalists start out with really unpopular statues, and then they gradually, like I've been telling, like Alex Jones explains, they start out with things that are very unpopular, and then they gradually work their way up to the more legitimate, popular, um, uh, you know, um, uh, icons. So they start out with the Confederate, and then they go to the kind of middle level ones like Christopher Columbus. And then if they keep getting away with that, it's like Alex Jones says about killing a frog by slowly boiling the water until it's too late for the frog. That's how the globalists are gradually trying to take over our country. They're doing it very gradually. Now, they've gone a little too far recently. They kind of jumped the shark, so to speak, because the populist nationalist movement has been gaining a lot of strength. So we do have a window here to try to take back our country. It's not going to be easy, but we have a chance to take things back. But part of the movement we need to be doing is to stop the globalists from tearing down all these statues. Let me show you and help this little cat out with some food here. Let's see if I can help this cat. I have some salmon to feed our American kitties here. I'm a big fan of dogs and cats, unlike some foreign cultures. When I get a little more settled down, I like to get a dog and a cat. When I was in Israel, I had a really good time making friends with all the street cats. Here's a little nice kitty here. Hold on, I'm gonna get some fish out. Okay, so I got some cat food here. I got some salmon here. Top of the line salmon from Little Tokyo Restaurant for this deserving American cat. Right here, buddy. It's all yours. Come here, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I'll leave this salmon for the kitty. So here's a couple pieces of salmon. A nice Christmas gift for deserving kitties. We'll get a little more out here, maybe some chicken, maybe some more salmon. See if they like it. So okay, so I left this nice salmon, fresh, delicious salmon right here, guys. Nice chunks of salmon meat for the kitties. So homeless cats, here's your Christmas salmon treat. Hope you really enjoy it. So let's see if the cats come out and enjoy their salmon. Now, while we're waiting, I'll see if I can interview some more Americans about the statues. As I've said in my other reports, because of the tragedy of them tearing down the Christopher Columbus statue, I will be fundraising for a new statue. But we still have George Washington here. I'll do a shot of me with our founder. This is the founder of our country. This is Jonathan Adler with the U.S. Nationalist Report, with the founder of our country, George Washington. I was also, hold on a second, guys. Some weird guy walking by thinks I'm taking his picture. But don't worry, I'm not taking your picture. Oh, okay. All right, man. So, also, it's nice is I was born in Washington, D.C. So I have a lot of respect and admiration for President and General George Washington. I also grew up in Alexandria, Virginia, which is very nearby Mount Vernon. That was George Washington's estate. So he's one of my greatest heroes, along with Moses, who gave us the Ten Commandments from Hashem, our creator. That's Hebrew for God. Jewish people just say the name because we consider God's name too sacred that we don't say it, so we just say the name. And Hebrew for the name is Hashem. So Jews like to say Baruch Hashem. That means bless the name. So let's bless God for all the wonderful things he's given us and be grateful for what we have in this world. I'm a poor man now, but I'm still grateful for what I have. I'm in good health. A lot of people aren't. I see a lot of people in wheelchairs, a lot of disabled people. There's a lot of people that are mentally disabled, like the lady I met this morning. So remember that whatever you have in life, there's always people that are worse off. And no matter where you are, there is always something to be grateful for. And don't envy your neighbor. It's not worth it. That's one of the 10 Commandments. I like being successful and doing well, but I don't envy other people. It's all about reaching our own individual potential and doing it with, by obeying God's laws. That's what life's about. We have free will, but we can choose to do good, but if we don't, then we reap the consequences. And the people doing evil in this world will at some point reap the consequences of their evil, so they only have themselves to blame. So me, as a God-fearing man, I do the best I can to obey the 10 Commandments. And I came back, I was traveling overseas for about 11 years doing photography in Europe, Australia, and Israel. And when Trump, when President Trump won, I knew that enough Americans had woken up that there's a good chance we can turn our country around. So I came back. One of the main reasons I came back was I knew it was a chance to help turn our country around because we need a lot of patriots to get organized and get active turning our country around. So let's all salute George Washington, the father of our country, who was a great hero, leading our armies against the evil British Empire, which in its modern manifestation is still committing great evil in this world. And we still have to be careful about the British Empire and the Vatican bringing in their hordes. So I'm going to see if these cats show up. Well, I think the cats ate some of the fish. I didn't even notice. I know it's pretty quick. Huh. While I was talking, it looks like the cats were very sneaky and ate some of the salmon. There's still a little bit left. So they got these beautiful cats here. They live in this foliage. Looks like they did eat some of the fish. I was going to try to get a video of the cat eating the fish, but I was talking, so maybe I missed it. But I'm happy if the cats got to eat some of the salmon I left out. I love cats and dogs. So next part of the mission is to maybe talk to some more, preferably Americans, about what they think about the statues being torn down by the globalist stooges infiltrating the government here. And then I'm going to try to find a couple more homeless people today that I can help out with some money and food. Usually there's some kind of wandering around here. Mostly families here right now, though, because we have this Christmas Day holiday. Starting to wrap it up here at night, but there's still a lot of people here. But that was a good sign that I got a legal immigrant that was against the statues being torn down. And you see, he's in the good European guys. That's the kind of immigrant we want, more of those type of immigrants. Because, like I said, we got to keep the country stable. It's not necessarily about race; it's about keeping the country stable. We have a majority white countries, so it just makes sense to bring in more whites to make sure we have a stable country. Because, like I said, if they keep bringing in non-whites and get to 50% or more non-white, it'll be very easy for them to get a big race war started. And that could totally destroy the United States, so we don't want that. So we do want to bring more European immigrants in here, and they do share our culture more than Asian and African people. So it's important to bring more of the European people in. And you can see the guy had a good attitude. He respects our values, and he knew who Christopher Columbus was, and you know. So let's see if these cats come out. They live in this brush here. So let's see what else I'm gonna say. Very peaceful evening here in Los Angeles. Looks like a nice group of people here, families enjoying the Christmas day. I'll see if I can interview a few more people about the statues. So, if you guys didn't know, if you're new to my channels, I'm the, just to remind people, if you're new, I am the founder, administrator, and moderator of InfoWarriors California on Facebook. We have over 1,000 members that are patriots and are working to restore our constitutional republic and kick the globalist traitors out of the United States. I'm also the founder and lead reporter of the California InfoWarrior Report, which is a supporter of Infowars.com and Alex Jones. I'm a big supporter of Alex Jones. I agree with a lot of what he writes and talks about on his show. I'm not a direct employee of Alex Jones, and my channel does not receive money from his company. I'm just a supporter. So I decided that California is the tip of the spear. So it's important to have a channel that promotes a lot of, the good information he's spreading. So you are welcome to subscribe to my channel. It's called the California InfoWarrior Report. I've also started a new channel with a more general point of view, but from nationalist patriot perspective. And that channel is called the U.S. Nationalist Report. And you're all invited to subscribe to that as well. I'd like a lot of subscribers. Even people that are globalists or are snowflakes, are invited to subscribe because if they get the right information, they might wake up and convert back to sanity. So starting to see more people walking by. I might try interviewing a few more people. And then I'm going to try looking for some homeless people I can help out on Christmas Day. So, let's see, you got about 30 minutes now. I might do this for another 30 minutes. So what else can I tell you guys? So yeah, I do welcome contributions. I'm putting a lot of work into this. I do ask members of my groups and subscribers to make a voluntary donation of at least $25, preferably 100 to 200. If you can do 200, you will get a shirt, a Patriot shirt or hat in 2019. And you can also advertise on all my channels. You can advertise your business on all my channels and Facebook group. And people that contribute 200 more will also get some money from my lawsuits that I'm starting next year against companies that denied me work and are hiring illegal aliens. So it's going to be exciting times, folks. Time for us to all get active. So what else can I tell you guys? Yeah, I do appreciate that. Because as we know, the globalists, the criminal globalist syndicate basically controls the Federal Reserve, the big Swiss banks. So they basically just print money. They basically have a legal right to counterfeit money worldwide, which is why they're hard to deal with. So we have to do the best we can to raise money and promote patriots and protect our border. As I've said, I do have a big rally coming up January 20th, Secure the Border Rally. And I do believe we should have full Army divisions guarding the border. We need a wall, but we also need full Army divisions guarding the border. Because China could invade from Mexico, and we also have this asymmetrical warfare where the third world people are invading, full of criminals, disease carriers, freeloaders, that we will have to use military to keep them out. So all patriots are invited to the rally. It'll be at the San Ysidro border crossing. There's more information on my Facebook page called the Info Warriors California. Okay, so I have that coming up, and since they tore the statue down, I'm gonna start up my protest and fundraising again. I'll probably set up a GoFundMe page. If anybody wants to help with that, let me know. To put up a new Christopher Columbus statue and have another statue of a great American like Thomas Jefferson. Could be somebody else, but that's my idea. But I'll put it up for a vote, since I respect everybody's opinions that are American patriots. So we can do a vote on it and decide on a second patriot. We can also put up a Native American statue, because it should be Native American, not the so-called indigenous people statue, which is a way to confuse people into supporting illegal aliens. We respect our Native American citizens. We don't respect the illegal aliens flooding in here that have no respect for our culture. So I'm going to try talking to a few more people and then find some homeless Americans that can help out. Let's see if those cats show up. I think they did eat some of the salmon, but I was talking about George Washington, so I probably missed that. So I'm going to go to a view of the landscape here again. You can see we have these beautiful light displays here. This is called Grand Park in Los Angeles. It's a very attractive park here. Uh, so just very interesting about these guards that they're all Hispanic. So apparently racism against whites is considered okay here. Still haven't figured that one out, but yeah, I do have kind of figured out, because they're trying to provoke racism when they should just be hiring the best people for the job. And if they did that, then we'd see some white guards. It wouldn't just be all Latino all the time. And some big black guys would be good as guards, but you don't see that either. You just see the Latinos. So that's kind of what you call brown racism from the La Raza element. So let's see what I was going to do. Yeah, I'll try talking to a few more people walking around. This guy here looks kind of sketchy. Another one of these so-called private groups. Now, the globalists could convert these private so-called security groups into a private army against U.S. citizens. That's one of the reasons they hire so many foreigners. So patriots want to keep that in mind. That these are people that are mainly foreigners, not loyal to the United States, and the deep state is giving these people all these security jobs, and a lot of them are armed. So I don't consider that an acceptable situation. Armed security guards paid by the government, whether they're private or not, should be born U.S. citizens that are loyal to the United States and that have pledged an oath of loyalty and allegiance to the United States of America. If they haven't done that and they're not here legally, they have no business doing any kind of security on government property. So there's a lot of tourists here, so it's hard to find actual U.S. citizens. Try to stay online, maybe another half hour. Try going to the other side of the park and see what people think about the Chris Columbus. So here we have the Los Angeles City Hall. And I'm going to say goodbye, cats. Hope you enjoyed the salmon. Now I'm going to head over to other side of the park here where Christopher Columbus used to be. But they got this cool, meaningless light display. It is cool, but it's pretty meaningless. That's kind of a globalist objective. Is entertain people with meaningless fluff. So we're not thinking about real issues. So got some nice lights over here. A lot of foreigners here. Not too many Americans. If they're just tourists, no problem. But as you know, a lot of these people decide to stay permanently. So this is, I'm going to head over to where Columbus was here. So over here, where I was a few days ago. This is where Columbus used to be. They put this caution tape around it. So I guess that's the way to disrespect one of our great cultural heroes. So this is what remains of Christopher Columbus here in Los Angeles. I guess the next thing they want to do is change the name of the 10 freeway to Muhammad Freeway, maybe. So here's what this used to be, Christopher Columbus. I'd ask that guy, but I don't think he's American. And they disrespected Columbus, putting some ugly traffic on. And all these people look like foreigners. Let me try to find some Americans I can talk to. If I see a deserving homeless person, I'll give them something. Are you all right, man? Doing okay? All right. Have a good Christmas. So I was trying to be nice to that guy, but I wasn't too friendly. So try to find a more deserving homeless person. I don't have unlimited things to give out, so I try to find a couple of the more deserving people. A lot of these people just there are quite I mean, there's a lot that want to work, and then you get a lot that is true, they're lazy and they just get their EBT and beg for money and do drugs. So we don't want to reward people like that. But there are homeless that are looking for work and or they have a disability. So then I'd put them in the deserving category. You do have to be careful talking to these people since we're in California. This is like the #1 state for fruits and nuts. So if you mention anything about patriotism, a lot of them have a knee-jerk reaction and get really angry because they think it's cool to be anti-American, even though they're always asking for more government, more federal money from the rest of us to bail out the state. See another, look at how obese these people are. It's pretty disturbing. Look how fat. And I guess we can't do anything about it if they're legal, but if they're illegal, we got to get them out of here. All that health care expense is going to bankrupt us. Got a big truck coming here. And as I've told people, I'll wait till this goes by. As I've reported previously, almost every truck driver from California truck companies I've observed is Latino, and usually foreign Latinos. So it's very racist against other people. And these are the groups crying racism against the rest of us all the time when the reality is they're the most racist. So these are tourist types too. I don't see too many real Americans here. So like I said, no problem if they're tourists and they're spending money. That's good. And they're generating jobs for Americans, but we don't want people here coming to freeload off us and buy up all our real estate and businesses that are hostile to America, our culture, and our people. can see what's the toll it's taking here. People 30, even 10, 20 years ago would have been shocked that they would tear down a Christopher Columbus statue. But this is due to degenerates in the government and foreigners infiltrating the government. We even have illegal aliens allowed to have government jobs here. It's terrible. But we're doing, people like me are working to put a stop to it, but we need support from the rest of the country. It's like a cancer here that's spreading. We need to contain it and neutralize it. So we do appreciate your contributions. They're very important. Minimum contribution should be $25 for subscribers and members, and recommended $100. $200, you get to advertise on all the YouTube channels and Facebook group, and you get money from the lawsuits, and you also get a t-shirt or a hat next year. So that is appreciated. You can email me for instructions or read my YouTube channels or the InfoWarriors California Facebook group for how to make a contribution. We appreciate that very much. Thanks for your support and interest. So I'm going to starting to wind down here, and I don't see too many actual citizens walking around. Did find that one homeless guy, but he wasn't friendly, so I'm going to try to wait till I find some people that have a good attitude. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so might give it like 5 more minutes, and then I'll head up to the next street. See if usually there's more homeless people on the next street, so I'll try going up there. Because I got some kind of ice cream cake. It might start melting, so I'm going to try to give that away soon. Okay, so what else we're going to tell you guys? I have the Secure America rally, January 20th. The statue rally to restore Christopher Columbus, and a couple more statues. I don't have a date on that yet. That'll be decided later. And then I postponed another protest against Apple and PayPal corporations for banning Alex Jones. I will be rescheduling that protest. We're going to be marching up to the Bay Area, to the headquarter location of Apple and PayPal, and to protest their attack on our First Amendment and shipping our jobs to China and banning patriots like Alex Jones from their platforms. So all patriots are invited to that. I haven't chosen a date for that yet. It could be maybe in February that we'll go up to like Cupertino. I think that's where Apple's based. And we'll do a protest up there. So I want to get a good turnout for that. So I'll give it a few months so we can get enough people to go up there. But that'll be really important that we do that, because we have to send a message to the high-tech cartel that they can't trample on our First Amendment and take away our basic American Bill of Rights and attack patriots like Alex Jones. That's not acceptable. So you're all invited to that one, the protest against Apple and PayPal, and the Secure America rally at San Ysidro border crossing, and the rally to restore our Christopher Columbus statue. This is where it used to be here, folks. So we don't want to see this ugly traffic cone here anymore. If we can't get the government to put it here, then we'll put it somewhere else, maybe on some private property around here, but we'll get some statues up here that will promote our American values. Morning, Shma.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Right.
Hag Sameach.
You have video?
Are you a U.S. citizen? Yeah, I'm a reporter. Did you hear about what happened here? No, they tore down the Christopher Columbus statue. What's your opinion on that? I'm doing a news report. How do you feel about that? All right, Lehitrod. Am Yisrael Chai. I'm Jewish, speaking some Hebrew to that guy. But, you know, his attitude wasn't too good either. I mean, when you tell people like stuff like that, they should, like, you know, these young guys, I mean, he's probably about half my age, they're just really brainwashed. But I'm trying to wake these people up. But yeah, we do have an issue with the younger generation. They're very apathetic and they don't understand what makes this country great. And it's not just this kind of abstract notion. I mean, if we don't restore our basic values here, there's a good chance we'll get taken over by China, and then these people would be crying in the concentration camps. But they don't understand what's happening, so we have to try to wake them up. So Jewish people should understand that, but unfortunately a lot of these young Jewish guys are brainwashed too. So as a Jewish man, a little more experience in life, I'm trying to wake some of these guys up too. So it was kind of, did say a murder. I don't know if there was a murder here, but in a figurative sense, it was kind of a murder. They did murder Christopher Columbus in a figurative sense by taking down the statue. Some weird guy here. Very strange. Sounds like he's on drugs. So, yeah, that's the nice view there. And yeah, we're going to try to get the statue back up here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this area soon. Thank you, Christopher Columbus. We'll do our best to revive you and erect you up again, either here or in another location, so people can pay their respects to one of our greatest explorers that brought great European culture to the New World. So probably going to head back soon. A lot of these third world people here giving me weird looks. They don't understand First Amendment. So that's another reason to be screening people better. And you get all these Asian people. Hordes of them here. You probably don't even know who he is, Christopher Columbus. Okay, guys, so I think I'm going to head up. Try to find some of our American homeless people. We got a lot of them here. No Latino, because they're always getting all the benefits. So I'm going to head up this way to the next street. That's where the lady was last night that was forced to urinate in the street because the city won't pay for some public toilets, even though they just got $1 billion approved to supposedly help homeless people. I don't want to go by this truck because it's probably run over me. You never know, some of these illegal alien drivers. We know they like to run over people and they drive drunk a lot. So try walking on the other side here. But I like this park. It's nice. Got a lot of room here. Let's see what this is. In memory of 7 million Ukrainians, victims of Russian communism, who lost their freedom, property, and life by order of the Soviet government during the 1932-33 genocide by starvation in the Ukraine. So that's a nice monument. That's a good plaque because a lot of people don't know about all the people murdered by communism. But as patriots should know, communism and fascism were both basically invented by the big multinational cartels so they can control both sides of the equation, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to head up to the top of the park here. And here, I think there's some type of court building, Hall of Injustice. Best justice money can buy. So, but the good news is, part of our Bill of Rights is that even if you're poor, you have the right to a lawyer. That's part of our Bill of Rights, so we don't want to lose that either. And here we have Moses, the lawgiver with the 10 Commandments. Baruch Hashem. There's a nice cat here. Let's see if I can give this cat some food. This cat might want food here. I'll try to give him some food. I'm going to try to give this cat food. Okay, so I'm going to get some salmon out. Over this nice cat. So here's some. Okay, so I just put out some salmon right there. Nice chunk of salmon. Let's see if the cat grabs the salmon. Get some more here. It's a treat for homeless American cats. I've vetted their cuteness level, so they're pretty cute. They deserve some salmon. Let's see if the cat gets. Oh, here he comes. Look. Just going for the salmon. They're kind of feral, so they're pretty cautious. But I saw him. I think he saw the fish. Come on, kitty. Get your treat. Come here. Come on, got some salmon for you. Left him a nice chunk of salmon. A couple chunks here. But they're kind of, they're kind of feral, so maybe scared of me standing here. I was going to try to video the cat, but he'll probably eat it later. So let's see if we can give it a few more minutes. See if he comes out. Several cats living in the bushes here. Come here, kitty. All right, so got this leftover fish here. Some mozzarella sticks too. Okay, so all right, here comes something. I think I see a cat. Oh, it's coming out. Look, there he is. Oh, look, he's getting salmon. So cute. Look, kitty's getting his salmon treat. So cute. That's for you. Merry Christmas, kitty. Enjoy the salmon treat. It's for a nice homeless American cat. Get some nice salmon. I love our homeless American cats here. There's another trunk for you over here. Look, maybe you'll see the other one. Oh, look at the kitty. There's another one. Oh, he's got his buddy here. It's cute. Oh, getting her salmon treat. It's cute. Oh. Merry Christmas, kitties. Enjoy your salmon treat. Oh, so cute. Look at those beautiful little cats. Really cute. Oh, look at another one. There's three of them now. Enjoying their salmon. Merry Christmas, kitties. Enjoy your salmon treat. Okay, so I helped out the homeless cats. And now I'm going to go up to the street, see if I can help some American homeless people. This nice park here. Over here we got our American Los Angeles Christmas tree. A lot of tourists here. Here's me in front of our Christmas tree. Merry Christmas to all our Patriot members. I'm Jonathan Adler for the Info Warriors California on Facebook, the California Info Warrior Report, and the U.S. Nationalist Report on YouTube. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to go up to the next street and find some homeless people to help out. Okay, so it's a nice park here. It's pretty good size. I'm going to switch over to this beautiful tree here. And got some luggage with me, so I gotta go roundabout way. Got some nice presents here, but they're fake. Too bad they don't put some real ones up. We got some of our religion of peace and tolerance here. I guess they're the refugees getting the free housing from the Jewish Federation. It's not helping the Jewish homeless people. I met another one yesterday that's been homeless 11 years. A Jewish lady, she's been homeless 11 years, and Jewish Federation has not helped her at all. So I'll have to look into that more. But they do give free housing to the Muslim radicals since they've been taken over by globalists. So we got some guy blocking the way here. Got some weird people. Guess you can't take a hint. I'm trying to get through. So you see people don't have manners. Just go up this way. These people are rude. Probably another one of our illegal aliens. Okay, so usually there's some more homeless up on this street. That's where I was last night. See if we can find anybody. There's a lady here forced to urinate last night. Looks like she's not here. Hope she's okay. I don't see too many people up here. So let me see if I can give away this cake. One of my clients gave me some cake, so I'll give it away to a homeless person. I don't see too many people up here. It's weird. This is the second biggest city in the U.S., but there's hardly anybody around. A New York City street would be crowded. Strange place. I think a lot of people are leaving, but they're covering this up. Most of the people I see here are foreigners. There's a courthouse here. Okay, so here's a homeless guy here. There's usually a couple here. I'll see if I can help them out. Pretty sad. They're forced to live in a bus shelter. While we got billionaires living on empty real estate. See what I can do here. We can help this guy out. Hey, Merry Christmas. You all right? You want some cake? Are you all right, man? I have cake. Do you want cake? Do you like cake? Huh? You diabetic? You want $1? I'm helping people. All right, have a good Christmas. All right. How about you, sir? You want some cake? Merry Christmas. Do you want cake? All right, have a good Christmas, buddy. So I'll try a few other people. All right, do a little walking around here. Yeah, a lot of these people have mental problems. So I don't want to, if they say not interested, I'm just going to go. Some of them are psychos. You do what you can. See. This. right, so this cute dog here. This cute little corgi. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so those guys weren't interested. Try a few more people. Here we have the Disney Hall. Looks like there's some good concerts coming up. Get some good talent. And here we are in the business district of Los Angeles. Our friendly multinational corporations bringing us the New World Order. I'll walk over here so we can find some more of our homeless that have been gifted to us from the friendly multinational corporations. See if there's anybody here that's deserving. Tried those two guys, but one guy said he was diabetic, so he didn't want any cake and he didn't want any money. This guy looks like a druggie, so I don't want to help druggies. Okay, so I'm gonna head down this way. And we got our Asian people getting all the money here. And I think we don't need to have our military protecting South Korea anymore. They have enough money, they can do it themselves. It's time to bring our military out of South Korea and have them protect our own border with Mexico. I see these South Koreans in Koreatown driving around in BMWs and Mercedes and only hiring other Koreans. And frankly, I'm a little tired of that. It's time they be responsible for protecting their own country. And they should pay us back some money so we can start helping our own people and restoring opportunities to our own people. And enough of the world police stuff. The globalists want that to weaken our military, so people want to be wise to that and bring our military back to protect our own country. That's what it's supposed to be doing. But people are brainwashed, so they are too brainwashed to understand the obvious. That's been always pretty clear to me. Okay, so I'm going to head down here to the business area. It's not easy to, they tend to clear a lot of the homeless out of here, but I'll see if I can find some. If not, I guess I could try tomorrow. I'm a libertarian. If people don't want help, I don't believe in forcing it on them. As long as they're not a threat to other people or themselves, it's their business. You know? It's the libertarian American way. If they want to live out on the street and they're not hurting anybody or trying to kill themselves, it's their business. But we should help people if they want it. But no forced drugging, no forced vaccines. Nothing forced like that, because as we know, a lot of those are poisons and they're not what they claim to be. They hurt people a lot more than they help. Okay, so I'm going to head down this way. We got a nice view of the downtown here. US Bank Tower. So hope that woman was okay that I saw last night. You never know what happens to these people. It's pretty sad. Offer to help her out, but if they say no, then I have to respect their decision. But there should be like some safe places for them to sleep, at least a hostel, a free hostel for chronically homeless and disabled people. They need to at least be doing that with the money they get from taxpayers. And I see nothing of that sort anywhere here. Very quiet down here. Definitely not a New York City type city. So, still proceeding down into the center business area. I'll see if I can find a couple homeless people. If not, I'll have to call it a night. Let's see what I can do tomorrow. And like I've said, I do welcome subscribers to my channels. And please tell your friends, your Patriot friends, and even indecisive people, because we need to wake people up to subscribe to my channels on YouTube. The first one's called the California Info Warrior Report on YouTube. I have a lot of groundbreaking original news on there, no fake news. And my new channel that I have some very interesting news reports on and commentary is called the U.S. Nationalist Report. If you're interested in reporting for my channels, I welcome you to contact me at jonathanadlermedia@mail.com. Definitely want to look into expand and get some more reporters. We definitely need that in Southern California. There's an abundance of newsworthy material here. And we need an antidote to all the fake news from CNN, CBS, NBC, Huffington, MSNBC, all that garbage. So I don't see too many people out here. I'll probably have to call it a night soon. But I thought it was a good day. I had a really fun Christmas. Had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Glad those cats showed up to eat their salmon. That was the highlight of my day because I love cats. So, probably going to wrap it up soon. I'll be doing some more reports this week and be covering the border more later next year. Starting next year, I'll be resuming border coverage and preparing for the big rally on January 20th at the San Ysidro crossing. We need to know what's going on at the border. We need to stop catch and release. And we need to stop all the asylum claims. Those are fraudulent, most of them. And it's just a Trojan horse for the globalists. It's a Trojan horse for the globalists to force more hostile invaders in the United States. So we need to put a stop to the refugee sham. We already got the globalist Bank of America Corporation, very Big Brother globalist company. More like Bank of Globalism. Got some weird sculptures here. Weird pyramid sculpture. So not many people out here. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. Thanks for watching. This is Jonathan Adler signing off for the U.S. Nationalist Report, InfoWarriors California on Facebook, and the California InfoWarrior Report on YouTube. Thank you again for watching. Merry Christmas and have a great New Year.